Hey guys, it's Susie here from NJ Beta Hatchery. I just wanted to give a little, or do a little video of my tank setup for spawning. I have these two siblings in here now, but basically I don't give them much room. I do breed in a 10-gallon, so I can get a little bit better view. I use craft mesh here, so I can kind of section off a good portion of the tank, give them a little bit smaller of an area to breed, keeps them more focused. The female will submit a little bit sooner than if they were able to just swim through the whole 10 gallons. I just put these guys together, so they're still kind of wondering what's going on and figuring it out. I have the craft mesh here, and I can even move it a hair in and enclose them more, not focusing, if need be, tighten them in, and I have a second layer as well that I can do that with. So I usually like to watch them, I see how they're doing. Usually I set things up at night. By the next morning, if there's no eggs, I will enclose them a little bit tighter as long as everyone still, seems interested. If he's building a nest and they haven't done anything yet, he's just kind of waiting. The other side of the tank, if it'll focus, has my sponge filter and my heater. Right now we are set to 82.8, which is good. I usually like to breed about 83 to 84. So craft mesh, a 10-gallon, and I have multiple tanks here, so I like to put them this way, nice and long. What are you doing, weirdo? Long ways, so that I could put more on one dresser. And that way I can also enclose the front section of the tank. I don't put any plants, I don't put any hides. I know with the live plants and infusoria, everything like that is great. This is how I've been doing it for the past probably 15 spawns with no issues. If you're a beginner, I would recommend possibly moving the craft mesh back a little bit. I know some breeders kind of tend to freak out and get nervous their first time. You could definitely add some plants for the female to hide in. If the area is too big or you have too many plants and it's been a day or 2 days, and there's no eggs, and there's a reason. There's too much room, there's too many distractions, the female can't submit, they can't properly court. So this is my method. I know a lot of my friends who breed, it's not focusing, will use this method as well. Not everyone does the plants. Not everyone puts things in there for the female to hide, and I'm one of them. Since I've had very good success doing it this way, I'm just basically going to keep everything the same. I have my Indian almond leaf in there. These guys were bred by me and they were jarred quite early, and I never gave them almond leaves in their jars, or their, pretty much everyone gets half-gallon containers here. So I didn't really add any extra leaves to the other side of the tank to release more tannins. I'm just kind of letting it go like this since they're kind of used to the clear water. This is a Sunday morning. I had time to set them up, and it's been raining all night. So with the barometer changes, fish usually like to spawn in storms. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna set them up early today. And then when I get home from work later, I'll see how the progress is going. If nothing really is going on, I will enclose them even further. And we'll go from there, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. So here they are. Starting to court, starting to chase each other a little bit. He doesn't have the smoothest of top lines, but his color is absolutely not doing anything. His color is absolutely crazy. He's got lavender, he's got red, he's got yellow in his tail. So I really figured, you know what, the female has a beautiful top line, she's nice and smooth. I'll take a shot with him, and we'll see if we can get some, smoother top line fry out of these two. So this is a sibling pair. They don't really know what to do right now. He's over here thinking he's dying because this is, strenuous for him. And she's over here thinking, what's going on? There is going to be nipping, there's going to be chasing, there's going to be flaring between both fish. That is all absolutely normal and relatively good to a point. You know, they're not going to come out of the spawning tank perfect. I think I've only had that happen maybe twice, where both fish came out absolutely perfect, and I was able to send the female to a show a week later after she ate some really, really good meals. She went off to a show with no nips or nothing. So there's going to be nipping, there's going to be ripping, especially more with your long-finned fish, your veil tails, your half moons. It's all normal. You know, this is what they do. They're aggressive fish and they have to properly court each other. That was cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, leave them alone, let them be. Don't crowd your fish. First time breeders, leave them alone. Right now they're not really looking at me, so, and I'm kind of standing back, that's why the quality of this video is going to be kind of crappy. But I'm kind of letting them do their thing. He's dancing around her. He said, look at me, aren't I cool, aren't I cool? Here's my nest. I put some bubbles in there, and she's just still kind of ignoring him. So at this point, if she's ignoring him, oh, now she's moving a little bit. He might nip her a little bit to kind of get her to submit. She's kind of doing her own thing almost, looking to try to get to the other side of the tank. So he might nip her a bit to kind of wake her up. She just ate a poop. She's more interested in food right now, so it might take her a little bit more time to kind of get on the ball game here. It's hard to see, but she has a few white iridescent scales along her top line, and she's actually a teal, not a black. Like I said, I don't want to disturb him, get the iPad all close to him and everything, but he is super cool. Just that top line's a bit funky, but I feel like that should be a probably easy correction. If not with their first pairing, if not, maybe I can outcross back to mom or something to try to fix this. But you might need to put tape along the side of the tank to keep this craft mesh really tight, because I have had females wiggle through and get to the other side of the craft mesh, and then they're by themselves. So just make sure that they can't squeeze out.